Everyone, welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, as I've been doing for the past few days, this is another video that I am currently streaming, but I will edit it into a video. I've never played the Stanley Parable before. Have you played it before? No. So I have no idea what to expect. I've never watched a video on this before. And I'm pretty sure this is the Ultra Deluxe Edition. Hello, Real Lupin. So, I'm just gonna what is that little white dot? Huh. No, I have not played the Stanley Parable. Because it's just a slider into the computer is barely visible. So, that's a computer right there. Yeah, that's good. Confirm. Please enter the current time. Current time is 3. Oh wait, this is AM? PM. 3 p.m. and then 3:29. Alright, oh no. How do I confirm? And let's just wait for it to turn 3:29 so it can be exact.
OMG yo at Stanley Parable mentioned.
Alright. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Is it like only from the main menu? Hello, Axel Turo Pumpkins. Whoa, that's a weird thing. So settings. Play on 75 on Minecraft, so camera sensitivity, Y, controller vibration, presentation English, show subtitles, subtitle size, medium. Yeah, that's good. Subtitle background opacity, show reticle. Yeah, reticle type, a dot. Is that the only thing? Okay. Reticle size. There we are. Reticle opacity. Show translation labels. I have no idea what that means. Color labels. Enables additional text next to gameplay critical colors. Enables translate that in top of in-world text. Sure. Yeah, okay. Show content warnings. Suicide trauma. Sure. Reduce motion, maybe screen shake and camera bob. Low dexterity mode? What does this mean? Reduces difficulty for time-sensitive inputs and precision platforming. Toggle auto walk. Will alternate between walking and stopping now. Okay, how do I save? Just go back. Oh wait, I can also audio, main volume, controls. No idea. Okay, let's begin the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, is that about me? Or is it about another
Stanley
person?
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, ironic. I just watched Squid Game.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Oh, just like Squid Game.
To him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
like
buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
No breaks?
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Is that the freaking...
Made exactly for this job.
Is that the freaking Windows 10 or the Windows background
And then one day, something
Other
very
picture.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Was it a
Something he would
parable?
never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. Company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something
was
was very
isolated.
clearly wrong. Able to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh? Hold on. Camera sensitivity. That's better. Oh, it's just a road. Is that the road, like the jump scare road? How do you... Okay, so that's... it's not a toggle to crouch? Hold up. Toggle, you gotta be able to toggle crouch. Toggle auto rock. Gosh dang it. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's a nice man. How do I interact with stuff? Interact is X. Okay. I can... Hello, Pirate King. So wait, I can open and close these doors?
Neighbor player not running from the same AI for the millionth time for the first time of his life.
Yeah, it's ironic. Okay, why is it that this is the only door I can close? What is the meeting room? Computer? I have no idea what that says. 420. Doesn't look like a meeting room. I guess I'll keep going then. What the heck? Are they, like, escaping? Is that Jello? Oh no, that's a leaf. Freaking Jello. Hold on. That has to be the jump scare road. Like, highway jump scare video. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Well, it sure looks like it. Whoa. This feels ominous. Honestly, that reminds me of,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna enter the door on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. But it reminds me of that one game. It's like you pick one item up and if you drop it over there, it's massive or something. Can't remember what that's called.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Hello.
Drinking. Oh, cozy afro. Can I interact?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yep.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs.
I love the narrator, he is so sarcastic.
I can tell he's getting sarcastic. I want to see how long can I last.
At
Wait.
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and
All
reflected
right.
poorly on his overall personality.
Okay.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh wow, thank you. Are you telling me that the coworkers are my dad or something? Like, gee, shut up. That
Stanley
is
sat around waiting for more
okay.
dialogue. When a long time
Okay,
had
okay.
Downloaded Marvel Rivals today, face blue smiling.
open door on his left to
You
get
should
back
go
to
into the
business.
broom closet.
Wait, open the door on his left. Why is it just the same exact
It's a
things?
shame that this game doesn't have much stuff I can hate you for doing.
Except for annoying the narrator, because I'll definitely be doing that. Wait, don't you dare close this door.
Stanley was so bad at
Dang
following
it.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No, I don't think it's Stanley's fault. I think it's my fault. Oh, what do they do? Construction?
It's a nice
Do not lie.
painting.
If you're lying right now, stop. It is a nice painting, but it's everywhere. Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
The end is never the end. It's never the end. Oh, I see. So
All
if you
of his
take...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright, we're
Stanley
gonna speed on
decided to
this.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You can't jump. I got a trophy. Let's go. Is that a gold trophy? I would hope that's a gold. You get your first trophy. Okay. So there's a trophy for getting a
Stanley
trophy.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going this
This was
way.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee.
No, I don't think you're powerful for falling in a completely avoidable death.
Yes, this room. But
Stanley Parable.
back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I want to go in here. I want to see if there's
Stanley
anything
was so
else I
bad
can
at
do.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There's a door over there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong...
Go to the lift.
I'm not your enemy.
I am at the
Maybe I'm
lift.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot.
What, my child? I'm not black.
Stop trying
I
to
don't
make
take
every
fall
decision
damage,
by yourself.
smiling face with sunglasses.
For me, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's
Her?
been waiting.
The BBO I was at? Okay, why is all those there? Why are those assets being copied? Is there like a whole bunch of stuff I can interact with? Because I'm gonna tap. I don't have a body.
That's her, Stanley.
Ah, so she's white.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They want to commit their life to you.
No,
I'm trying to
I
make
did
a
not.
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay, I was gonna be honest. If I
Have you
did
seen
have a,
play of this game, or is this a blind playthrough?
I've seen like a 5-second clip from Korea's Kenshin. But no, this is my first time playing. Good morning, employee 427. Press up on your
Stanley is
controller.
quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Are you naked? Am I gonna have to censor you out? Please. What if I press every other button? Oh, you can also crouch like that. What if I'm just gonna press every other button besides... Okay, I
Look
gotta
at him
press
there,
that.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I was
Now
not.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have to
But in
press
his
those
mind,
buttons.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Bro, Greg, can you shut up? To watch TV. I don't have a TV. Is this my TV? I don't see any other place where there'd be a TV. Is this meant to be a TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What
First, he
happened to it?
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought
I'll be right back, guys.
Again abandoning his subscribers.
Hey. Alright, sorry about that. My dog. Okay.
excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
Yeah.
choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
So I didn't go out with the boys? No.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
FNAF?
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Yellow
And down another
line?
was a
The
game
Yellow
with a
Brick
baby.
Road!
And he called it
The Stanley Parable. Okay, I could have to tell your kids. I don't have kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
What the freak happened? Why is it like this? Did you do this? You don't even look like a woman. You just, all that makes you look like a woman are the things on top.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same...
Oh, you got his stuff in this fantasy world in your brain. It's unhealthy.
I see what's happening. My entire life is just turning into my job.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Also, guys, if any of you know the story of this game, do not tell me. I want to learn it on my own.
And
Go
I'm
to
trying
sleep.
to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing? I don't think I will. I'm going to question everything. Wait a second, I think that's worse.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this.
Sorry I'm late.
I'm compelled to.
Fine, Mythic.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
No, I don't think I will.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Whoa.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
And Stanley pushed a button.
You what's up, Vince?
What's up, Just One? And I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay, let's
missed a memo.
speedrun this, guys.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Nope,
he entered
we're
the
going to
door.
the
This
left.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Okay,
Stanley
alright,
knew it
we're just going to go to
perfectly
the
well.
left this time.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What's this game about?
I have no idea what this game about. It's about escaping reality or something? I just gotta keep it here. Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ooh, that was a nice buzz. Nope.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Do you have
Now,
the
in order to get
DLC?
back, he needed to go,
This is the Ultra Deluxe edition, so I have no idea.
From here, it's, left.
Are you
This
sure
is
it's
not
left?
Hello Neighbor.
It's to
You
the right,
cannot
my
get to
mistake.
the fourth dimension using the door.
Gosh dang it. Wait, is it? No, I'm gonna go left. Dang it. Is that blood? Or is that oil?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't trust you.
Also, I have a giant freaking problem with the running animation in the HN full game. I much prefer the Alpha 2 animation.
I've never really realized there's a difference in the animations. Is that
It's fine
a
for me.
jack? Is that a jack thing or whatever? Alright. I don't want to go down there.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
The hands
No.
are in your face in the full game.
Oh, yeah.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart.
No.
You won't want to go to the basement.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No,
Okay,
don't take me away from
the
you.
top.
No. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do everything correct this
All of his
time.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. This setting reminds
When
me of the
Stanley-
back.
Wait.
What?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the
Oh, I
story.
love this ending. Good luck.
Right here just a minute ago.
Don't spoil
I know for
anything.
sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I would assume it's this way. Ex Okay, so those two places end up in the same area. That's quite odd. Indigo knows what you did, but just... Oh, wait, I can do this. But just holding back to let you torture yourself. I'm getting
I'll
a...
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress
No.
by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
So I'm kind of getting the main player I play as, Stanley, has like a suicide kind of feel
the
to him.
Resident Evil game.
Never played a single Resident Evil game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You started
Stanley
talking
decided to go to the
late.
New Resident Evil game.
Not a single one. There's no doors there now. You're gonna close it on me?
It's worse. I might be
They are very good.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, let's go. I know there was that one that got like a remaster. I might try that one. Wait, I gotta go all the way.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
You're a plant.
No, wait.
Yay, Resident Evil 4 remake is peak.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay.
Will this stream end soon or will it be long?
I have no idea. I might have to close up, but it'll probably be like less than 5 minutes. Is that blood?
Now well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
It's a
Is this
cabin,
the
you
story?
idiot.
I don't think so.
It's a
I
cabin.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
The game has many endings, so it might be longer than expected.
Since I've completely
There's
forgotten what we
multiple
were
endings.
supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Oh, I got an
I
ending!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Let's go! I got an ending!
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Oh, wait, what?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for
Also, my friend that broke his
Oh.
PC and couldn't make the Fangame that we wanted to make, fixed his PC and we're making the Fangame.
Really?
Let's go.
Okay, I'll play that Van game. When, like, if you guys get a demo out or something, I will definitely play it.
Okay.
Stunes, what's the Fangame called? I would love to check it out.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Bro, you and your restarts, like, are you
All right,
Adventure
I've got a
Line.
solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable.
Bald neighbor, but the pre-alpha will be low quality.
Bald neighbor.
How simple is that?
I could've... No, I'm going this way. Because last time it was this way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Bald neighbor is so freaking epic.
Okay, so he doesn't want me to... He's not going to be talking anymore. That is amazing.
Yee.
You see? The line
Yeah, you
knows
said you
where
weren't
the
gonna-
story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the
Who the
act of
freak are you,
moving forward,
Aristotle?
Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably...
When you get to the fern, I suggest you take a good while to look at it.
The nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of...
I looked at the Kickstarter page for HN and saw one of the rewards for paying a lot of money was making the neighbor have the donators upper.
of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests
What the freak is he talking about?
inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own
Did anybody donate that much?
mental subjective construct?
What is Greg talking about? I have no idea what you guys are talking about because I'm trying to listen to Greg talk about nonsense.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back
No.
there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I don't want
Narrator is
music.
onto something.
This is horrible music, bro.
We are distracting him with our stupid messages.
You guys aren't stupid. Really appropriately balances emotion. You did.
And I'm not planning to stop that. He should look at the fern though.
Is this the fern? Blue Willow, is this the fern? Because I know a fern is a plant.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
It would be the biggest troll if someone donated that much and gave themselves a bowl cut of a mohawk lol.
Will
Yes.
be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Let's take a picture of it. There we go. Okay, picture taken. Okay, so I gotta really put my monkey brain into that. Got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
But we were
Line,
still-
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where is that coming from? Excuse me? Can I get over there? It doesn't appear I can get into there. The line doesn't even look like it goes anywhere. I mean, it would obviously go over there, but it doesn't look like it exists behind that. Weird. Okay, so no, this is back at my office. So, okay, so that leads to nowhere, so I gotta go this way. Smart. Oh. Audio glitches. Don't you dare close that.
Oh, no,
Oh.
no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we
No! I'm freaking 30 minutes into the game and I've already glitched it
Oh,
out!
I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What?
Okay, was that supposed to happen? I don't freaking know. Blue Willow, is that supposed to happen? Has anyone else in the history of this game ever done that? Because I've never watched that. I've never watched the game, so...
You know
Okay.
what, Stanley?
No.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Not that I've
We
seen.
make up our own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
Let's go to
this
the
one sounds
strip club.
perfectly
Oh, wait,
doable.
no.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, I just knew it. I knew it.
Yes, this is exciting.
Yes,
Just me
let's
and
explore
Stanley
the
forging
back
a new
rooms.
path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Oh,
What do you want our
you're
story to
kidding
be?
me.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
That confused me the freak out. I honestly thought it was about to loop there. Because as soon as I turned
The
this...
strip club is in that direction.
Let's freaking go. Oh, and now I'm stuck in a loop. Wait, wait. Oh no, it's just like it's
It
kind of like a
doesn't.
circle. It's like a circle cuz like a looping circle cuz I just went around this a whole bunch of times and then I did the exact same. Oh. Well, screw what I just said. Am I just gonna...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Not acknowledging it. Not acknowledging it. No, no, I'm not acknowledging you. No, no, no. I'm not acknowledging you. Oh. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Ah, a choice.
Art
We get to
perception?
make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a
Take the door on your right.
And that in
Is
turn
that like
means
for a
that our
good ending or something? Because
destination
like I want to go on the
corresponds
left
with that
since we used to
counter-inverted
go there
reverse door's
all the time.
origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the
Technically, going to the left.
No, the left.
Technically, going to the left does take us to where we're going because we don't know where we're going. So, whatever we want to go is where we're going. So, wherever we get to is where we're going.
answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our
But you got to realize, I just put my logic in there.
destiny awaits.
Wait, no, that's... Dang, I can't go over to the left.
Oh, hold up, what's
Never.
this?
Oh, come on! The confusion ending.
ending. You're telling me that's what
Finally,
this is?
you're onto
It's all
something.
one giant ending.
18 minutes. It was...
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's
Oh, wow.
really how all this goes? It's
Huh.
all determined?
Jeez.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Understood, saluting
Am I just
face.
supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Get to decide. Why
Yoda?
don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
You're
And the
gonna
timer stopped. Does that
whoa.
mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay.
The only thing of this game I've ever seen, besides that 5-second Corey clip, is a time machine. There's some kind of time machine somewhere in the game.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Hold on.
So I hope.
When did this game even come out? I don't even know. I didn't check. Hold on. When did Stan... Let me
It is
search.
very far into the game to get there. I
Terrible.
forgot to say, but Ultra Deluxe is the DLC version.
Deluxe. This came out... When did it come out? 2022. Wow.
That's where.
Somewhere around 2013.
Oh, wait, what?
Eventually.
Wait, it came out in 13?
But
Oh.
DLC somewhere around 22.
Okay, I got it.
2022.
Whoa. So, like, I wonder if I had done everything correct
All of his coworkers were
Jumpsicker.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, if this is going to be the exact same, I'm going to go to the right this time. Or left.
Oh, looking at the pause
Stanley
menu,
came
I
to a
just
set of
lost the
two open
game.
doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, so I go this way. But then it's like, what if I went to the right this time? Unless it's like the game has actually completely restarted. Back.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hold on. So,
It has.
please keep the targets on top of... What? Okay. Threats? I don't know what that is. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy. Fire someone... Oh. Wait, to synergize paper, but the paper's too synergized, so... Huh? Not money efficient. Standardize... I don't know what any of this says. Wait, complete the days... Okay, I'm just gonna go. This is a pipe. Oh, this is what I kept hearing. The boss appreciation minute. I don't care. Go to the next thing. Pie chart. Okay, wait. Okay, let's... Broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't believe there's nothing in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm gonna stay here. There's gotta be a broom
It was
ending.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just...
The broom closet ending is my favorite.
Alright, we do this. That.
Actually, yes, there is.
No way there really is.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I want an ending. I want
You
endings.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
God, this game was so good, I remember it all now.
I highly doubt there was no reason coming here.
Is this a Hello Neighbor mod?
Is this a Hello Neighbor mod? No!
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right, it is. Tiny Build made a naturally good game, that's right. No, they didn't
Maybe
make
to you,
this.
this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was mine."
Alright, I'm out of here. There's no freaking way!
He dipped.
There's
And now,
no freaking way! That freaking dude
I
said...
hope your friends find this concerning.
Willow, that's the exact words you said! That's the exact words you said! Sean...
As a Brit, I am offended by that imitation.
Sean, I would recommend going back maybe like 2 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Favorite.
One of my viewers, Blue Willow, just said the broom closet is my favorite. And oh my
I hope your
gosh.
friends find this concerning.
Blue Willow, how much of a fan of this game are you? Bro.
Nobody said it.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a
Sillier
family
putty.
connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Ah, nice.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm pretty fine.
Explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here.
I have completed every achievement and I am sad there are no others.
Central nervous system, and you collapsed in front of your
More like ego death.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken
I
care
committed my soul to this.
of. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
No, I will not be nearby. You've committed your soul? Did you sell your soul to the devil to get every trophy? Alright, guys, I'll be right back.
Of course. Antichrist is trapped inside the Stanley parable, playing it infinitely.
Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the Corey disappearance. Blue Willow, I honestly hope you stay, because you're making this game a lot more fun. Because, this is, okay.
The person at this computer is
Was
dead.
gonna say, did he actually die?
A number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
You don't have to worry about me not knowing history of video games. Check out one of my videos.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
You're gonna have to get me the broom closet ending. You're gonna have to give it to me. I'm gonna stay here until you give it to... Okay, you know what, fine. Alright, let's just do this now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It stops after this.
Stanley just
Brain.
his boss, admitting he had left his
Ooh, hold on. Okay.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah, just like how there's a narrator in my head.
Other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he
Exactly.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Exactly.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer.
I don't think it's a dream, Stanley.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
How would I know I'm dreaming?
Why is there a voice in my head?
That's exactly what I said before.
Doing and thinking. Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
wouldn't Stanley be starting to get...
This was, in fact, a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself, too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
It's all I want.
2, 1.
I want my apartment, and my
3, 2,
wife,
1.
and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way
It's always been.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
will be fine.
I am
okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am
Let me out!
And everything went black.
Oh, it did go black too.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Oh, Stanley.
She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And
My computer died.
She thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
How?
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So I know what it's gonna do now. It's gonna... Okay. Was I on drugs? Like, that said mental illness, though. That little description thing. The reason I ask is because he did say at one point when we were in that, like, one area, I was addicted to drugs and hookers, so was it because of my mental illness I kept... Oh, it's not confirmed? Oh my gosh.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Stanley looking more and more schizo by the moment.
Wait. Am I schizophrenic? If I am, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Okay,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley felt first but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, go in here and then...
So he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Where was it? Was it in there where I got the... Yeah, it is in here. Wait, no, it wasn't in here. Wait a second. Can I go back? Wait. No, I want to go back. Don't what? Okay, I want to go back. I'm gonna go back up to the thing.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're gonna do everything right this time. Exactly. Everything right. Executive bathroom?
Have you gotten the normal ending because I was not in the stream for the first 10 minutes?
I don't know what the normal ending is. This is my first time playing. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss
Just
shows.
do everything he says.
Okay. But for other endings that aren't the normal, just don't spoil how I get them, because unless I ask. Oh. It seems they don't just use the bathroom in here. Is that a toilet? What does that say?
Understood.
Extreme bathrooms. And time, not times. Time. Is that a door? No, it's not a door. Yeah, how does that... Where's the boss's area? Whoa, this place is big.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I only just recently truly understood the normal ending. It's really cool.
Yeah, don't spoil anything.
In disbelief, who orchestrated this? What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Oh. Why did the lights go on after I pressed it? Ooh, there is no uploading. Hey, I used to say the end is never the end.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Yes.
To question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Dang it. No, I don't want to go back up.
Oops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
No, Dang it.
Did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's
because I didn't mean to do it.
I just can't wait to find out.
Is my boss going to be back or something? Okay, I genuinely didn't mean to do that. Oh,
Here we
no.
are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
Okay.
Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
If you do this, it pisses him off.
What it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
It's a pastor. Oh. All right, Greg. I'm sorry. Okay,
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Well, I got a monkey brain. Okay, I can't help it. All right,
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor. Well, Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read "Mind Control."
Hold on. Subtitle. Okay. Okay, that's better. Escape? No. Mind control facility? Why did it get darker? No! Well, it's big, but it's not red, so I kind of don't want to press it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh,
what horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought.
I don't want to stay here.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Is this not the area where he didn't want me to go because it had the people? Cameras. Oh no.
Now the monitors jump to life. Their true nature revealed.
Exactly, this is the thing he didn't want me to do.
In the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
China?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so facility power? This is weird. System power. Well, I guess we're turning it on. No, okay. Radical? I see myself moving around, I think.
Blackness. And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No, probably not.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
That theme, that's from Corey!
How had he been free?
It's obviously not from Corey, but he
from the
uses
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let me stand through the open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant.
God, this ending is so well done.
And Stanley was
happy. Beat the game. And let me guess.
Agreed.
So that's the normal ending, right? Been recording for an hour.
You're back.
So that's the normal ending. So now this is like completely back from the beginning, like no weird stuff, right? So that means I don't have to get the normal ending now. I can just do whatever I want. I can just start goofing around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nothing weird.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, that's the normal ending.
Let's what can I do that's different? And I'm not like asking literally. I'm just like thinking to myself, what can I do that's different? Ah, I remember what this is what I wanted to do the last
When
time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting,
NGTGRN.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Bye,
wanted to
XD.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep, let's admire the employee lounge.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Felt like a different dialogue.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Weird. Nope, we're going down. Alright. The end is never the end.
But
The end is
Stanley
never
didn't
the
want to go
end.
back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go...
Why do it again?
You'll see. I'm going this way.
From here, it's, Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, you can't even go there! Okay.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Alright.
What was I thinking? It's clear...
Begin the game. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna begin the game again. Okay, so going that path does not have anything of matter. Alright.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wrong way. This place confuses me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You're gonna let me through. Dang it. Okay. So this is the right way, right? So that's the office. What if...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, that's not the right way to put people.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're gonna go this way. I want to see if there's any other ways here, because I remember that's the boss's area, but I could also go this way. It's an elevator. Let's go up. Up. Alright.
Elevator music. There's nothing here.
Oh, Corey, this music. I remember this. Corey used a lot of the soundtrack from this game. Wow.
Perchance.
What? Excuse me? Wait, did I just mess that up? Because the heck are you guys talking about perchance?
Perchance, okay. That's IT. Perchance.
Why did it sound like the dude was talking again, but like I didn't hear him? How long does this last? Wait, do I literally have to press one of those buttons? Oh. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Okay. Can't go back.
There's nothing there.
Stepping into his manager's
Perchance.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
None of it matters. How
He
at?
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk.
Try going the
pulling
escape
books
route.
off the shelf, looking behind
The escape
paintings.
route.
Desperate
Oh,
for
yeah, let's
clues
try
to his
that.
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose
8,
be?
4, 5?
In fact, this keypad
No, turn the
guarded
power
a
on.
secret that lay buried below his
Power.
feet.
Oh, we can
And
also
so the
do
boss
that.
had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
I just put in 2845.
Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
It
sheer
opens right
luck.
there.
Amazing.
Oh,
He
nice.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so wait, so like, does anything really important happen if I just keep going backing up? Because I don't want to keep doing that and I don't really get anything. Like, do I get a trophy or something? Because if I don't, then, like, if all I'm gonna do is just get him on his nerves, then, I mean,
There
yeah,
is
it's
an ending
funny.
there.
There's an ending there, like, by doing up, down, and up, down. I'll do that later, though. I'll do it later.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
You
read,
get the pride of pissing off the narrator. There is an ending in the deluxe version.
Get the kiss off the narrator? Okay, so now we're gonna go the... Why couldn't I... Okay, that was weird. The escape route.
Although this passageway had the word escape,
Wasn't it in the original?
truth was that at the end of this
I have no
hall,
idea.
Stanley would meet his...
You guys are asking about, like, is it in the original? Is it an ending from freaking whatchamacallit? I have no idea. I mean, I know you guys are talking between yourselves, but, like...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I don't care. Ooh, that's a cool shot, too. Huh. I might use this for my video. Yeah. Whee! I like that loading screen. Ow!
As the machine whirred into
What?
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Ah!
he reflected that
Oh,
his life had been
no!
of no consequence
No!
whatsoever.
That's a
Stanley
freaking
can't see the
collision!
bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his
I'm
death
gonna
was
get,
of
like-
no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Bro, I'm gonna become joy-kill!
The end. Goodbye.
Meow. Oh,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
What?
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Portal 2 looking
Stanley
trap.
was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
but I'm not
instantly.
dead.
Yes, female narrator.
Aha. Boxes. My Hello Neighbor instinct wants me to take those and stack them up, but...
I love female narrator.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was
Same.
going to accomplish?
Whoa. So what, this is just staying this... Whoa. 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 Wee. Huh. It's
When
odd.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This my work area?
Superliminal vibes there.
Superliminal, that's the game. Oh, this is my work area. Office layout. This is meant to be like one of the original directors or whatever. Anyways, I go down there, and then I go this way, and then I go that way. Oh, that's cool. Filing cabinets. Wow. Desk.
Call it more Anticum or TBH.
Anti-chamber. The office. Like the show. I have no idea what an anti-chamber is. Button sounds. There's more than... There was more than... Oh, there's 5 buttons, okay. Model design, those people. Credits.
When they were moving back and forth by the title.
Boss's office. Screens from the development. The boss's office. Uh-huh. I guess, like, it was gonna be that. It was gonna be that.
Oh,
Now it's like
Anticum is a
that.
wonderful game akin to your Superliminals. Explore also, you have infinite time here.
Oh, really? Okay. I want to get up there. Okay. Maybe I'll try out anti-chamber next. 431, 436. Printer. Does that say anything? Does that say anything? I can't read it. Maybe I should turn on those subtitle things? I don't know. What? Warzone. Early in development, we decided an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for its tone of game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay. It's like that alien thing or whatever. That would have been nice to see, though. Like, you know, a shooter game like this. That seems like a very early development concept. What the heck is that? Is that the thing with all the cameras? Lounge. Huh. That is a very boring looking lounge. Apartment timer. Cargo lift. To choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. Now we also want the option of player falling to death. How big is this? Number
Endings
one
you
watch.
haven't hit yet.
Oh. Vent. About this. One option. Okay, you know what? Alright. Staircase. To confusion ending. Oh, wait. Oh. These are for endings. Oh. Okay. Meeting room. Oh. What is, Zending model? What is that? Can't read that. Too small. Zending. I feel like those are for endings I haven't seen before. Zending levers. Yeah, I feel like these are... The game is now paused. Escape menu. A long time we had an ending that only ended
This
when the
ending is a
player...
very sad and depressing one. An
Oh.
ending you haven't found.
Fortunately, they appeared to fear that this what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating to everyone. When the player restarted, escape menu. Begin the game again. Wait, did I get that ending of beginning the game again? Monitor room elevator. Countdown desk. Okay, that's probably for something I haven't found yet. So, like, is this thing just infinitely big?
That's just the pause menu.
Then what's the escape menu?
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Office clock. Freedom ending, that's what I got before, I believe. Oh. Okay. Freedom ending as it existed in beta. Ew! Oh, dang it. Let me press it. Let me press it. Dang it! Okay. Guess I can't press that. Stanley pair. Okay, I guess that's where I end this part of the section. Whoa. Game design mockup. This is a level that William, the level designer, sent Davey the writer as a kind of addition piece to the string. Okay, so I feel like I'm going in circles, but it feels like it keeps going on and on. That's a very great way for this, but...
Oh, look at these two. How they
I know
wish to
why.
destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
You aren't
It's
buttonging as
curved.
much as you want.
On and then off.
Can you see? Can you
Did I turn it
see
off?
how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Ah.
You can your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I'm not
The
turning...
narrator knows what's good more than anyone, so...
If I turn my PlayStation
Don't
off...
let time choose for you. Don't let...
If I turn my PlayStation off, I'm ending the stream. Oh. Okay. And we're back again. Uh-huh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You let time choose
Stanley
for you.
decided to go to the meeting room.
It's meta
Perhaps
like
he'd sent
Undertale.
a memo.
Wait, what do you mean it's meta like Undertale? I've never
Also,
played
did you read the
Undertale.
tags for the game?
Tags for the game? No, I did not. Did you dare close? Okay. Yeah, I would enjoy to find that Zending. What? What the heck?
Turning on the mind controls next, please.
I will, but they're...
It's a physiological horror.
What does that mean?
Oh, shit. Physiological? What the heck happened to psychological?
Content.
I want to go over here, though. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Like, how do I get you to close?
Sorry that. Yeah, new content is more important.
Dang it. I guess it wouldn't be that good to get stuck out of it, but I mean, it cut to a loading screen, so it was so fast. Oh, this is what I saw in that.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ah, you're
As you may
welcome.
know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on
Oh.
home computers.
Really?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay, so question. What was the original Stanley Parable like? Was all that weird ending stuff that I got, was that like how it is now? Because if that isn't, then dang, that's a good upgrade.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This is the first new thing.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I'm gonna go over there, though. Can we do it again?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Whoever invented...
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or...
Whoever invented
there we
these
go.
types of
All right.
doors
The
are
Stanley
smart.
Parable was very
It's on to
detailed.
the new content. I've
Oh.
never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I didn't make this game. I'm just Stanley.
All right.
That's it.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. I can jump.
Don't use them all.
Oh, okay. I won't use them all. But I could...
Is that it?
It was not in the game previously.
There has to be something
No, I totally would have never assumed that.
else, right?
Yeah, at least...
Another elevator. Stanley.
Oh, hey,
I
and this
have to
one
say,
worked.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
Yeah,
just
we know you're not
elevators and
that
jump-
positive,
Is this what passes for
Greg.
exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's
Thank
it?
you for
Oh,
enjoying
you've
the new
got to be
content.
kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
I would
I'm
like to get that trophy.
infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. Dang it. So, that wasn't it. I hate Mondays. Okay, so now we're in new stuff. That looked weird at first. Okay. Let's,
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Can I stand up? No. I want to go down the vent, but at the same time, I kinda don't, because I want to go explore the other stuff. But, here we go. So I'm assuming now that I'm doing this path, that short of a fall?
Okay,
I'm assuming...
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Good choice.
So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Church? The cathedral?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That would have been funny if I could still go back through there or something. A phone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was?
Be careful, this is how you get to the time machine.
Yay, time machine!
Back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
True.
Oh, the waste.
Just look at Hello Neighbor. Memory, sweet memory. 2013. A dollar bill. From 2013.
The time machine is not fun. It's disturbing.
I mean, I can't quite remember exactly how it was. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, we go, years in the future and we abandon the narrator, Greg. I mean, I know that part, but, like, still, it's exciting that I'm getting to it. New video game releasing today. Why would it be on New York Times? Los Angeles Times deals rough choices.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Did you Hello Neighbor?
Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Huh. Funny. Maintenance. Hmm. That is weird. What was that? Person of the year? Uh-huh.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
No, it's Raphael.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done.
Does he say transport it to the Xbox if you play this on the Xbox?
And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Is it a franchise? Where to now? Greg, where to now? Greg? Where do I go? How do I... Huh? I think it was that 29? 29? Oh, I go back through here.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Looks like
no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a
Borderlands.
collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
Oh,
I
I've
haven't looked
seen
at
this
these in years.
scene before.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game.
Steam reviews.
The narrator is
1.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Pressurized gas.
I
Yes.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Honestly, I like the game. Like, I can understand that the narrator is meant to be sarcastic. I mean, kind of funny, but like, you know, sarcastic, obviously. Dang. Pressurized gas.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You kinda
Tell me if I'm
am.
preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful...
It actually says Steam reviews in the PC version.
...marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's a good game. I say this for a lot of games. So many people just, you know, look at the same exact things for all the other reviews for games. They never take the time to enjoy a game. Game reviewers, they suck at reviewing.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Dang. I just did exactly what... Dang. Yeah, I do kind of agree with this, though. You do have to kind of pause sometimes.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button.
Hi, I'm here.
Hello, the king. I am...
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you with just the...
The skip button. Get ready for absolute horror.
Plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal...
I'm gonna listen to him.
And lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
I'm already getting the feels.
A manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is
What the freak are you, Sheldon?
Hasn't even happened yet.
Already made, you bring that choice into being. Then, by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in
He
the sanctuary
doesn't
of
shut up
time
in
a
3
monument
minutes.
to every person you've ever been,
I'm gonna
making
skip it.
every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite?
mean,
You see, it could
we're
in
all
fact be
custom.
both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of...
I'm glad
No.
we can agree, Putty.
No,
The
I would
fact that you
say
both-
not doing choices also affects you, so...
are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
No
But
idea
wouldn't
what
you
that
say
means.
that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history.
I'm really sad that I missed the one live stream. I got home and I saw that you stream an hour ago.
Which one life? For the first game or the second game?
Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
First,
Here we go.
First game, alright.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
I still got a whole minute and a half.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
I'm gonna wait it out.
Treatise, manifesto,
treatise,
manifesto,
manifesto,
treatise,
treatise,
manifesto,
manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, money,
manifesto,
You just say money?
manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
30
treatise,
seconds.
manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
What's this game?
This is the
Treatise,
Stanley Parable
manifesto,
Ultra Deluxe.
treatise,
Basically, you get reset every time you get an ending, and you can go different paths, and yeah.
Manifesto. Treatise.
Manifesto. 5,
Treatise.
4,
Manifesto.
3, 2,
Treatise.
and
Manifesto.
1.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Alright.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Wow.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
I mean, it was locked.
One of those walls
Doesn't it, like,
times,
it's,
and there's no
like,
door,
completely overgrown or something?
No door. There's just you and the button, and if
Push the button.
pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
The feels.
I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else... Oh, Stanley.
Dow.
Back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
There is a single person you can speak to.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as...
Excuse me?
Oh.
Why did the TTS read my screen as dow?
I think it's a prevention for it to stop, so it doesn't say A, like continuously, because I would get on my
about
nerves.
you and about us,
Womp
about
womp.
everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed
I should be the one with
opportunities. I felt nothing at all
regret,
but
and I don't have regret, so... He's gone.
A year womp.
Okay, we'll say, King, this is a very good game. So, you can continue saying stuff like womp to it, but like, please, be serious. This is a very good game. Like, I genuinely like this. Why did my finger go like that? Okay, I'm definitely doing it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes?
Hi, hi, Greg.
They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us."
Okay.
It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's
Greg, I'm
talking too
back.
much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the
Hump as in the
unwillingness to
Mario
examine
enemy,
with an
hump as in the Mario
uncompromising heart
enemy.
the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, "Oh,
Greg,
there should be a skip button."
I'm freaking
you
back.
should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it.
Greg, I'm
And then,
going to skip it
because
again
was
if you don't
said,
realize I'm
because it was
here.
spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no
Greg,
reason other than
I'm
to
freaking back.
The narrator sometimes, but then again, I love when we get to just duke on him. He can't even hear you.
Weakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the...
Okay, it's getting kind of boring now. I hear the water, I don't know where it is though.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is
Oh.
never the end, is 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 never the end.
Why do people crap on genuinely good games like this in Hello Neighbor? He's truly insane now.
This is like from the loading menu. My question is, like, how far are we truly skipping? Like, because, like, now we're just starting to get into a nuke feel. Like, well, not nuke, but like, abandonment. Like, horrible abandonment.
It's impossible to know how long it's been.
Greg? I mean, if it starts growing around like this, at least 100 years, right? Alright, now it's gotta be like maybe 1,000 years, because
we're skipping centuries.
Could have swore that was a nuclear.
Maybe even millenniums.
Okay, I'll press the button.
The horror.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Is it gonna come back up? Or no? So I would...
to this game, Elon Musk doesn't take over the world with his robots.
Dang. Wow. Okay, so I can't press you anymore. So this is what you look like.
The skip button is broken.
Dang.
You're trapped.
Oh, no, I can't go up here. So if it broken, you'd just be stuck with nothing. Oh, I was still walking there. I guess. I'm back. So, okay, so am I to assume that...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total...
Okay, I've heard the dialogue. Oh, okay,
Anyone who's still alive in the air or you were just at must be scared of getting beat up by Jake Paul.
I'll be right back, guys. Oh, okay, I'm back. So if I go back all the way to that area, And new content. new content. Okay.
10,000 years later, Vince came back.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
So if I had not gone down into that maintenance area and I just continued going, would all of this be different? Hang on. This game is kinda confusing. Okay. Are you gonna like take forever to go up again?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
I don't know
and
if it
about
would
how
be
wildly
different.
disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover
The
with a
sequel.
fully-fledged sequel. An entire
2.
new experience.
Release.
Why there are so many possibilities.
Well, even with how far in
So
time
many
you skipped,
different
GTA
directions.
6 still hasn't
This
come
is
out.
what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Huh. Lights.
The Stanley Parable 2. 2 Stanley 2 Parable.
Oh. That's too Stanley to Parable. Wow. That's a good one. I get the reference too.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Jumping?
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay. I'd like to watch new features. Or not? Okay. Nice. 2. Oh. Reminds me of Spider-Man.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, and we're back. In the game, okay. That's the button that says the name of the player that is playing the
I
game.
wonder what will happen first. Vince will come back or GTA 6 will come out.
Vince will come back. Oh, I got up there. Oh, let me up there. Let me up there. I don't think they are. Like, I don't know the story or development around this game, but I don't think they're making a 2.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, yes it is. It's right here.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
JIMMM.
You role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
What am I doing here?
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Exactly.
Okay, we're doing it again, and
Jim.
this time let me finish
Jim.
first.
Jim.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
No.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I will be doing that too.
Markiplier reference.
I don't get it. Markiplier reference? What? There was more features. Oh, I see. That's the
Maybe I'll only
button.
let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Pretty sure they'd get offended. Okay.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a...
I legitimately was just screaming Jim while watching Markiplier's video on this game.
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
There's no
anytime
bucket.
you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
There's no
As long
bucket.
as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will
Bucket,
feel
bucket, bucket,
perfectly
bucket.
normal and perhaps even comfortable.
Bucket, just giving me
You
it.
may even come to long for the gentle embrace.
You watched
of
too,
cognitive dissonance
because I must agree I was doing the same thing.
To be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me.
Come on. Dot. Vertical size. I need that to be a bit bigger.
Than actually
Ah,
redesigning the
that's
game to
so
be
much
less
better.
uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Bucket!
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, wow, thank
The
you.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
The buttons should say Vince, not Jim.
I mean, I wasn't
Does
really a
anyone give out
YouTuber when this
awards
came out.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you...
How dare you? Jim is what it should say. Perchance.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, it should be Jim. Good son. That is so horrible, Greg. Imagine my nickname for the narrator. I end up calling him Jim, and that would have been so
Maybe
funny.
I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
A new easy trophy. That's so goofy. It just works. Pull the lever, receiving.
Roblox.
No.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Free trophy. 1.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken.
Wow.
I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding.
There is an ending when you get it to work.
We hear you.
Yes.
I promise it will happen.
How long have I been streaming?
It's hard to find though.
2 hours. Wow. Okay, I think by maybe 6 o'clock, which is only 20 minutes, but nah, I'm going for another whole hour. Okay. I really love this game. This game is so, like, it's got me trapped. Like, it's so good.
You have to repeatedly restart the game to make it work.
Like like he was saying before, collectibles. I like some collectibles.
As
Can you finally
can
come in?
reopen it.
Oh, wait.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
The Stanfigs.
Verse 6. If I go back, dang it. Collect them all!
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Nope. I actually love that. Investigating Snowcase. Stanley, welcome Stanley Parable 2.
I love the silly names he gives them.
Wow, this
Do
is
you play
massive.
Roblox?
No, I do not play Roblox.
Stanler Infogrin.
Free trophy, infinite hole. Oh, yay, I love holes. Just let that phrase sit. Oh, Albert Einstein. Nikola Tesla. That other guy.
Finally you will get to see the character.
Really?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
What do you mean you like holes?
until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Hey, you're putting a roof. Oh, you know, this little area over here reminds me of not subliminal. Wait, is it called subliminal? The game where you pick up an item and it's massive. Can't remember. Infinite Hole. Well. No, I was gonna try to make a dirty joke for that, but yeah, it's like this. I'm not sure if it's the same name, but
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Don't think I will.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do.
Bro went in the hole, there's your dirty joke.
Okay, yeah, that's a good joke.
I think you mean superliminal.
Oh, superliminal, yes. My bad.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very,
No,
very
you
deep
didn't.
hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective,
shut up, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Well, what if I'm not gonna play the sequel? What if I'm gonna do a Core extension? Or a Markiplier?
Go back in.
Okay, I'm going to go back in now. I know exactly why you guys want me to go back in. Hey, Greg.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this.
Bro's gotta stop talking about deep holes.
How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back
No, wait till I can't see the hole anymore. What?
Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
No,
Look,
I think it's your idiocracies that are the problem.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I already teleported back up. You're kinda late, idiot.
Go back in. There's more stuff. Hey yo, why is bro talking about staying in the hole for a long time?
Okay, the dirty jokes, it's not funny anymore. After one dirty joke, it's good.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
It was.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh,
I'm going back now.
I am trying so hard to hold back a joke about how that guy said that you like holes.
Wow. Okay.
That's...
Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lies. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the
infinitely
button
small
when you're ready to move on.
But
Is the
no!
teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
Oh god, I need duct tape over my mouth.
Be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
You could have done that.
Stanley.
Or your keyboard.
Have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
You know, you could have done that, Greg, like when we did the time skip. Is this literally... Huh? I got a bad feeling about this. Maybe... You know... Oh, I'm descending! I'm pressing triangle! I'm pressing triangle! No! I'm descending. Alright, Greg, I'm sorry! I went back out.
Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world.
The hole gets deeper.
Shut up, King! Shut up! Change your perspective. Whoa!
Now you get to meet Stanley.
I'm Stanley! Wish I could do it faster so I could, like, boom, 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 boom.
That wasn't supposed to be dirty, you just made it dirty.
Into reality. I did it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it all at the same time. Hit the colors. I'm Iron Man. Legs. I don't know what that is. Roblox? Okay. This is getting pretty crazy. Just gonna spam it. My controller is starting to die now, actually.
Stanley!
Oh,
Good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of...
you left the puppies.
Drifting away into dreamland.
sorry.
Can't have that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking
So you
forward
complained
to...
about me leaving, but
Stay
I
alert,
can't complain?
Stanley needs to mew more.
not descending. I think I'm gonna start descending. Oh. Is that... Am I gonna be at the very beginning? No.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Mostly infinite hole. What's this? Oh. I could have swore... Yeah, just go next to it. Why the heck is that there? Collectibles.
I thought you said you weren't going to play the sequel. Stanley needs to do some bucket exercise.
I'm not gonna play the sequel, but I'm playing the sequel technically. Jump circle. What's the jump circle? What's the jump circle? I don't want to go to the jump circle. Oh, that's the exit right there. Alright, we're gonna go to the jump circle, and then that's probably gonna be it.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
No, I want to go to the jump circle. Which I hope this is. Is that me? That's Stanley? No screenshots, no screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of
Oh,
the
crap.
new
This is
features?
the exit. What is happening?
Yes, I
He
Yeah,
does a
so,
disappointed face
okay,
very
so
sad.
I'm to assume from what you guys said, this is the ending?
clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent
SP any
video
theories
game.
on the Stanley parable?
In my soul. It's
Vince, we thought you died there for a second.
going to work.
Okay, so from what you guys have said, this is the exit or something?
There's
So,
definitely a good game in there
He
somewhere.
died
Say,
again.
let's do an experiment.
I'm
I'll
alive.
Sad.
change these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay
Okay.
experience.
No.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Was...
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Another hole.
Bro.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a
Greg.
lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
That's it.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really tremendous title screen. A title screen
He was a good YouTuber, but now he's gone.
Conviction. This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, he came back.
Begin the game?
222,222,222.
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
room. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so I do assume, yes, that it's now a new thing. It's a sequel or whatever. However, I do have to go now, so I'm gonna have to end stream here. But this was super fun. Like, I love this game. I'm gonna continue playing this when I get the time. So, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, good night, and God bless.